You're earning $10,000 a month. By all accounts, you should feel rich, right? So why does it feel like you're still living paycheck to paycheck, constantly running on a financial treadmill? What if the very things that feel like rewards for your hard work are actually hidden traps, silently draining your wealth and keeping you broke? Here's the crazy part. It doesn't feel like a problem, it feels like progress. That new car felt deserved. The bigger house seemed like a smart investment. But these little upgrades, these well-earned rewards, are secretly locking you into a financial prison, brick by brick. Recent studies show just how common this is. Even among those earning over $100,000 a year, a shocking 48% report they have little or no money left after their monthly expenses. This isn't about being bad with money. It's about being human. We're wired to fall for these traps. But today, we're going to unwire them. We're exposing the 10 specific money traps that are sabotaging your financial future, covering both the practical mistakes and the deep psychological triggers behind them. And I'm guessing trap number 7 is one you haven't heard before, but it might be the one holding you back the most. Section 1. The practical money traps. The first few traps are the most common. They're the practical, everyday leaks that drain your high income before you even get a chance to build wealth with it. Trap number 1. The stealth tax of lifestyle creep. This is the most infamous trap of them all. Lifestyle creep, or lifestyle inflation, is when your spending unconsciously increases every time your income does. You get a $1,000 a month raise, and suddenly your rent is up by $400, your car payment is $300, and your dining out budget balloons to fill the rest. It feels natural, but it's a trap. You work harder for more money, but your financial position doesn't actually improve, you just have nicer stuff and higher bills. And the psychology behind this is potent. It's called the hedonic treadmill. That initial joy from the new purchase wears off, and you need another hit of spending to feel that same level of happiness again. The solution? Create a rule for every raise before you get it. A simple and effective one is the 50/30/20 rule for new income. 50% of every new dollar goes directly to savings and investments, 30% goes to debt repayment, and only 20% is allowed for lifestyle upgrades. This way, your wealth grows faster than your wants. Trap number 2. The golden handcuffs of debt. High earners often have access to cheap, easy credit. The bank pre-approves you for a massive mortgage or a luxury car lease, so you take it. This is a mistake. Just because you can be approved for a certain amount of debt doesn't mean you should take it on. This good debt can quickly turn into golden handcuffs, chaining you to a high-stress job just to make the payments. Bad debt, like high-interest credit card balances, is even more destructive, actively costing you money each month. What drives this trap? A desire for status and the normalization of debt in our culture. We see a huge house not as a massive liability, but as a symbol of success. The solution is to cap your fixed costs. A conservative rule is to keep your total housing, transportation, and other debt payments below 30 to 35% of your gross income, not the 40 to 50% a bank might allow. This creates breathing room in your budget, reduces financial stress, and gives you the freedom to take career risks or invest more aggressively. Trap number 3. The illusion of mental math, budgeting. When you earn a high income, it's easy to think you're above budgeting. You can cover all your bills and still have money left over, so why track every penny? This is the illusion of mental math. You feel in control, but you have no real idea where your money is going. It's how thousands of dollars disappear into forgotten subscriptions, overpriced lunches, and impulse buys. This lack of a formal spending plan is a primary reason high earners fail to build wealth. Psychologically, it's just plain overconfidence. You believe your high income provides a big enough buffer to absorb sloppy financial habits. But wealth isn't built by what you earn, it's built by what you keep. The solution isn't a restrictive, painful budget. It's a conscious spending plan. Use a simple app or spreadsheet to track your spending for just 1 month. The results will likely shock you. Then automate your savings and investments to pay yourself first. Whatever is left over, you can spend guilt-free. Trap number 4. Ignoring the financial fire extinguisher. You earn $10,000 a month. What could possibly go wrong that you can't handle? This thinking leads many high earners to neglect their emergency fund. Without a dedicated cash reserve, any unexpected event, a job loss, a medical bill, a home repair, forces you into high-interest debt or to sell investments at the worst possible time. It turns a simple problem into a financial catastrophe. A 2025 survey found that nearly 60% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency in cash. This is driven by optimism bias, the belief that bad things are less likely to happen to you. But emergencies are a matter of when, not if. The solution is non-negotiable. Build an emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months' worth of essential living expenses. This money should be in a liquid, high-yield savings account. It's not an investment, it's insurance. Some experts even suggest high earners with more volatile jobs should aim for 9 to 12 months. It's the fire extinguisher that stops a small kitchen fire from burning your whole house down. We're about to dive into the deeper, psychological traps that are even harder to spot. If you're finding this valuable and recognizing any of these patterns in your own life, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube you're getting value, and it helps this video reach more people who need to hear it. And be sure to subscribe to Wealth Saga for more secrets to building lasting financial freedom. Section 2. The Psychological Money Traps. Now let's get into the mindset traps. These are the invisible scripts running in your head that dictate your financial behavior, often without you even realizing it. Trap number 5. The social comparison treadmill. This may be the most powerful and destructive trap on the list. You get a promotion, but then you see your colleague's new luxury SUV. You buy your first home, but then you scroll through Instagram and see a friend's lavish European vacation. This is social comparison theory in action. We assess our own worth and success by comparing ourselves to others. This constant upward comparison is a recipe for financial anxiety, regardless of your actual income level. This taps right into our deep-seated need to belong and to measure our status within a group. Social media has put this on steroids, creating a highlight reel of consumption that makes us feel perpetually behind. The solution is to curate your inputs and redefine your yardstick. Trap number 6. The "I deserve it" delusion. You work long hours. You deal with high stress. You make sacrifices. So when you see something you want, a little voice says, "I deserve this." This phrase might be the most dangerous in personal finance. It's the magic password that transforms an impulsive want into a justified need, giving you permission to overspend. This is emotional spending, using purchases to fill a need or to self-soothe. The problem is, the feeling of satisfaction from a purchase is fleeting, but the bill is permanent. This creates a cycle of working hard, feeling stressed, spending to relieve the stress, and then feeling more financial pressure, which requires you to work even harder. Trap number 7. Investing paralysis by analysis. This is the trap I promised you. You're smart, successful, and good at your job. So when it comes to investing, you feel like you need to be an expert. You read dozens of books, watch hours of videos, and research countless stocks. But you're so afraid of making a mistake or picking the wrong investment that you do nothing at all. Your money sits in a low-yield savings account, getting eaten away by inflation. What's happening in your brain? It's a combination of perfectionism and fear of loss. For high achievers, the thought of losing money on an investment feels like a personal failure. The solution is to start simple. You don't need to be Warren Buffett. Open a retirement account and invest in a simple, low-cost, diversified index fund. Trap number 8. The high earner's overconfidence blind spot. The flip side of paralysis is overconfidence. You're successful in your career, so you assume you'll be successful at investing. This can lead high earners to take unreasonable risks, like putting too much money into a single hot stock or trying to time the market. They might also invest heavily in their own industry, ignoring the massive risk of having both their income and their investments tied to the same sector. This is a classic mental blind spot. We overestimate our knowledge in one domain and wrongly assume it applies to others. We forget that the stock market is not our 9 to 5 job. The rules are completely different. Trap number 9. The scarcity mindset paradox. This one is strange. You can earn a very high income but still operate from a place of scarcity. You worry constantly about money, you hoard cash instead of investing it, and you're afraid to spend on things that could genuinely improve your life. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but many people who grew up with less find it hard to shake this mindset, even when their financial reality has changed. This mindset is rooted in past experiences and fear. It can be like a financial trauma response. The paradox is that this fear of not having enough prevents you from taking the very actions, like investing, that would ensure you have more than enough in the future. The solution is to gradually build trust in your new financial reality. Trap number 10. The procrastination tax. The final trap is the silent killer of wealth: procrastination. You tell yourself you'll start investing next month. You'll create a budget after this busy period at work. You'll increase your 401k contribution next year. Every day you delay, you are paying a procrastination tax. This is the compound growth you're giving up, and it is the most expensive tax you will ever pay. It's a form of financial self-sabotage. This isn't about laziness, it's about feeling overwhelmed. The world of finance seems complex, and it's easier to do nothing than to do something you're not sure about. So, there they are, 10 traps that keep high earners stuck. As you can see, this problem is rarely about just the numbers. It's about the psychology behind them. It's about shifting from using money to signal status to using money to build a life of genuine freedom. Earning $10,000 a month puts you in an incredible position. You have the one resource most people wish they had: a powerful shovel. But if you're using that shovel to dig yourself into a deeper hole of debt and lifestyle inflation, you'll never be free. By avoiding these traps, you can start using that shovel to build a mountain of financial security, choice, and independence. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 traps resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your experience can help someone else who might be feeling the exact same way. And if you're serious about breaking this cycle and want to learn the proactive habits that build wealth, make sure you're subscribed to Wealth Saga and check out our next video on the 5 daily habits of self-made millionaires. Thank you for watching.